II, and it's raining. This is very important because we have the opportunity to do an experiment here in the laboratory, which isn't even complete yet. See there, the rain is pouring in through this hole, and we can get right up to the edge here, and we can see way down there. Now we need to run down there and see what the effect the rain has on native bedrock deep in its natural habitat. So we're going to run down there, and hopefully it'll still be raining when we get there. Long way down. Wait a minute. Yep, it's still raining. Look there. All right. Keep going. Nothing to observe there. Still raining. Okay. Good. Good. Perfect. Almost there. Well, that's interesting because now we have the sound of rain. We didn't have the sound of rain earlier. The sound. I jumped down. I was so excited. I leaped down, and look there. Okay, there's rain falling on actual bedrock, living bedrock there in the heart of the world, coming down from far above. All right. Okay, so this experiment concludes that rain doesn't really have any apparent effect on bedrock. It's an important observation. Slime seems to be pretty excited about it, though. All right, there's another one over there. Well, it sure is dark over in this corner. How did that happen? Well, it's an 8. I'm going to put a torch down here. That looks a little too dark to me. Right here. Alright, that's fine. Anyway, okay. So next we'll be back up at the top, and we'll talk about where we're going to next with the secret laboratory. Okay, it stopped raining just in the nick of time. That was an important observation. Now, I don't think I mentioned, but we did finish this this room. This is the sea level room. We can step right out into the ocean from our little thing. I don't know if I'll build a jetty there. I was thinking about it. Maybe not, because what I'll probably end up doing is building a railroad out in this general direction, and probably branch it off to go over to the desert, which is there. You can't see it unless I look over here, though. And the jungle, which is over in that direction somewhere. So we have some mossy stone moss stone to indicate that we're near the water, as it's like the algae or whatever has encroached up on our structure. It's a cobblestone structure at this level. And we have windows for looking out, and protection from the weather, because now we have weather to contend with here at the secret laboratory. Now, in order to get to the next part, we need to build a stairway, and I'm not sure how this is going to work out. Ideally, we'd get it to go right up to where this one is that just knocked out, but I don't think that's going to work. I think we're going to have to do a little bit different here. We're going to have to yeah, okay, and what I need is cobblestone slabs. I don't have any. Okay, so here this will be able to go. Well, actually, no, that isn't going to work either, is it? This is completely not working. Okay, let's get this out of the way. So what we're going to do instead is get some cobblestone slabs from the nearby workstation right down here, and then actually right down here, some more cobblestone. That's all gravel. Unfortunately, I have very little cobblestone here, but I do have just enough for a couple of cobblestone slabs. There we go. Oh, I did change this around a little bit. I added little slabs there because it looked a little too... It didn't look right. There didn't seem to be enough substance in these staircases here, so I added slabs. I also added... I didn't add slabs there. I think I'm going to add slabs. Well, actually, I did add slab. I added a slab there, didn't I? Maybe not. I don't know. Still thinking about what to do there. Whoops, don't want to fall down. Okay. Now what we can do... No, I don't like that either. We'll go... let's see, I don't want to... Yeah, this will be fine. What we'll do here... We'll start there. Nope, nope, don't like that either. Start here. And then we'll work our way up there at this level. See how this works out. This is one of those things where I'm kind of talking out the design problem here in my head and for your entertainment. So here we go, and this will work out like this. Now we have to start digging directly above our head, which we ordinarily wouldn't do, but since we know there's nothing up there, it doesn't really matter. There we go, and then that gets us up here. And I've already started these. We're going to go to stone brick in this level because we're going to transition, and that's probably not a good reason, but that's what we're going to do. So here, well, I got nothing to fill it in with. I'm going to have to find another piece of cobblestone somewhere in order to finish that up. Okay. But meanwhile, oh, there's a piece right there. Hey, how about that? Okay, let's see, where was he? Oh, I actually had several. How about that? There. Next, we'll do the same thing for the other one, which is basically we get up here. We're not going to need this anymore. There, now the roof's full. And we'll do the same thing for this one as we did for the other one, which is we're going to come over to here. And how far did we move? Let's see. It's like all the way over. Second one from the from this little wall here. So 1, 2, and then it'll actually be in this location here. Okay. And same deal. Complete our stairway here. Okay, and again we will dig directly above our heads. And there we go, and that finishes that. Hopefully we didn't disrupt any light up here. Well, let's see, I wonder if you get, no, that's not what I want. If you get that, yeah. Yeah, I believe the BL, the block lighting, is going to be dependent on how much lighting is there, not from the sun. So see, it went down to 8 there, and now we can restore that torch, and it goes back up to 13. So I think we're safe over in this region, and over in this region, yeah, there's a lot of torches over here anyway. Okay, so we're going to be going up, and these are going to be just big 4-block pillars, and these are following the same paradigm, which is wall 2, 3, and then the inner wall, and then this is like wall 2, 3, 4 wall. But here we're coming out, we're encroaching on that outer section here, but this will be another narrow section that'll go up, and I calculate that what it needs to be, and I'm going by this entire thing. This is 19 wide. We could, and if that's the case, then we would probably make it 31 tall. But if we go by this, that's 19, 18, 17, 16 minus another 3, 13 wide. So if we did that, that would be like 22 tall. And would that look good? I'll do the 22 first, and then we'll do the other one and see which one looks right. This will be left open for now. This is going to stay open because when 1.7 comes out, it will have it'll have stained glass, and I want to use that entire space there. Do it in stained glass all the way across and all the way up, however far it goes, in stained glass, and that's where we'll put the secret undersea laboratory logo. We're going to have a logo, and I'll share that with you as soon as we have 1.7 and we have stained glass. That means I'm going to have to go back to the ranch. I haven't been back to the ranch in quite a while. The tiny apartment has become self-sufficient pretty much, so I haven't had to go back. Now I just want to do one more touch before we go to another segment, and that is to put some upside down staircases there so that that looks a little more substantial than it otherwise does, as is the case here. See, it's the same thing I was talking about with the nether brick downstairs. It doesn't look quite right when there's not something there. So in this case, we'll put the upside down staircases, and that makes it look more or less like a regular staircase that you might consider using without fear of it snapping in half on you. So there we go. I will go ahead and build those up and make my decision on what they're supposed to look like off camera, and then I'll be back with that segment shortly. Oh, and you might have noticed I've got, well, I don't know if I've done it yet. I'll wait on that one. I'm getting a new intro. I'm making a new intro, and I don't know if it's going to be here or not, but I'm going to start a new playlist as well, because I've been doing my little Place by the Sea playlist, and we're kind of branching away from that with the secret laboratory as it develops into a grand laboratory for doing more experiments. And we already did an experiment today. Actually, I observed some of the native fauna downstairs just the other day. There was a skeleton outside one of those windows, and we observed it, but I didn't record it, so it doesn't count as a scientific observation. But someday we will capture them on film, and it'll rock the world. It'll rock the scientific world out there with our discoveries. So anyway, yeah, I'm just going to break here, and I'll almost certainly be back in about 1 second, because I can't foresee this being the end of I'll at least be back to show what the columns are all about up there. So hang on, about 1 second. Okay, being the insatiably curious scientists that we are here at the tiny laboratory, actually the secret laboratory deep beneath the ocean that sticks up into the ocean and above the ocean, I decided that having completed this particular column, we'd go ahead and turn the render distance up to far and see what we could see from here. I don't think being higher really helps you see any farther in Minecraft. Maybe it does, I don't know. But there's really not much of anything until you get around to the desert that we knew was going to be there, because some of our early explorations down in the ravine showed us to be underneath the desert, so that's where the ravine is. And there's also a river, so I think that in between that little piece of jungle there and the desert, maybe that's where the river is. We didn't ever see jungle come up, and that's as far as that goes. Obviously those columns, those two columns, will give us a better view. Will be a little closer, so we'd be able to see a few blocks further. But as of right now, it's looking like we're in a very, very desolate part of the world, and that's not a bad thing. So desert, lots of sand. We could just take all the sand from that desert and not have any land there, and just have a little, like, one tree jungle. It's got to be more though, because there's that one vine hanging down there. There's got to be a giant tree there. Just can't see it. Okay. Well, anyway, we'll be back to have a look at that rectangle. And what I'm going for, the reason I was doing math there is earlier and saying, if it's this number, it'll be 16 or 18, and if it's this other number, it'll be 31, is because of the golden rectangle, which is a 1.618 and a bunch more numbers. In Minecraft, you can't really get that close, so you just work on 1.618, figuring that ratio, and that works out to about an 8 to 5 block ratio. So to use the same classic proportions as are used in, like, the Parthenon and things like that, we're going to go with one of those numbers. I'm just not sure exactly which one is the actual rectangle as you would see it from out at sea. And right now it's too early to say, because there's that one, and that's 20 high. So that'll be well, 20 I believe it was, because, like, this is 13, so that works out to 2.6 times 8, which is 16, about 20. 13 divided by 5, 2.6 times 8, 16, 20, and a fraction, so about 21. Really, we could go one higher, though I think it's closer to 20 than 21. I don't have my calculator in front of me, but here we are. That's the next step. I should probably put a torch up there while I'm thinking about it. Anyway, I'll be back when we have some interesting decision to make. Hello there. This is Mark II, deep beneath the ocean. There's the lab over there. It's kind of getting to be sunrise. I've discovered an anomaly here. There was a terrible storm. I was trying to build on the lab, and there was lightning coming down very close, and I decided not to continue with that. And as I came down here mining for sand, I found these two spots. They're like air bubbles in the ocean. I have no idea what might have caused them. So this is an important scientific observation, and something of a convenience. Possibly even something useful. And here's our terrible storm. Hopefully that'll clear sometime. Anyway, I wanted to record this important discovery for posterity, and I'll be back in about a second. I'm just digging for sand right now. Okay, the rain let up and the lightning cleared, and it's a beautiful day up here on top of the secret laboratory deep beneath the ocean, which is actually sticking up above the ocean at this time. I was building this next platform up here, and I ran out of my building material. This is as good a time as any to to go ahead and have a look at what this at the rectangle. So jump down here and then we'll have a look back up there. Now let's get a little further away. Let's go over here. There's the jungle. Coming into view. Alright, how's this? Okay. Now, not quite finished with the scaffolding. I still have scaffolding under the staircases there. But I think that the rectangle is pretty good. Now this level is going to come out to be the same width as the ocean floor level. And then of course when 1.7 comes out, this will be filled in with colored glass. So you'll probably see the outlines of the stairways, and that won't be dirt. That'll be upside down stairs, which is, I believe, is the case. Should be the case over on this other side. So let's swim on over here. I've seen nothing else. No more land anywhere to be found around here, other than that little piece of desert, river, and jungle. And of course, river. I don't know if that's technically land. So let's maneuver over here. I need to get some wood, and that's another one of the projects for the Laboratory North. Now that we're up above, I'm going to build a platform, some platforms coming out on the side, extending out beyond, and those will be farms and we'll be able to raise some trees here. Of course, we do have a jungle nearby, so we could get some trees, at least jungle trees. So this is going to have the way the stairwells have worked out. We can come over to this little shallow spot here, and don't have to be splashing about quite so much. I'm going to preserve this sand here because this is I believe that's clay there, because this is a good place to just stand. Oh no, that's not clay. So there it is. It's still in construction, and it kind of looks like it's under construction, doesn't it? Which is not entirely unexpected considering it is. So anyway, this I don't know if I've filmed out this far, but yeah, you can go pretty far out here, and this is a failed island, I suppose. It didn't quite break through the surface. And I have no idea what those air blocks were. I've never seen that before. It doesn't really mean anything. It's more of an anomaly than anything else. But there's the secret laboratory, and as you can see, it's kind of, it almost at first looks like you're seeing a reflection, but that's not a reflection. That's actually the ocean floor level there. And this is the sea level, and then we'll have it above sea level, and from there we will continue up. But for right now, we have to start doing some actual science here. Have an experiment in mind. We'll be running pretty soon. Right now, I'm working on just finishing up this this phase of the building project, and once we get that done, we'll build. We'll do an experiment. I have an experiment that I'd like to run, but for now I'm out of building material, so I have to run down to wherever it is that I have some. I don't have any. I need stone, brick, and I don't have any. I did manage to get some clay and some sand, though. But anyway, I'm going to get that, and we'll go ahead and finish up the structure, moving up to the above sea level, the first above sea level. And I'll be back momentarily, like maybe a second.